You seen the movie Acrimony? Y'all seen that movie before?
Yes, yes,
It's probably like some
yes.
acrimony stuff.
That's a good parallel. She gave up right when it was time for him to blow up, right? Um, some people
Yeah,
can't
but she
stay
did
the
something
course.
different. She made marriage a requirement, like some of these heathens don't do.
Right?
She knew her value, so she at least stood on that and tried to do it the right way. So I commend the girl in acrimony for doing that. You
Mm.
know,
That's
I
true. And
can't.
she really did support him. That is a true. She did support him, even though she could have handled the end differently. She definitely gave her life, spent her family, her inheritance with her parents, money, her life, worked while he didn't work. I mean, that I think that's true support, right?
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
the
know what.
dude. I think the dude even stepped out on her. There, I think he
Yeah,
was.
he cheated on her as well too, and she
Yeah, he
forgave
was.
him.
He was a complete
He
loser
did.
for that.
He
I,
did.
when he did that, I was totally like. I
That
mean,
was
I like to do that first, but when he's, huh?
that was before they got married. He was still in college.
No, they
No,
was married already.
No, they weren't.
And then she ended up not being able to have kids because when she crashed that car into the thing to get him and that lady, she pierced her pelvic bone and she no longer could have children by him
Yeah,
either.
but I don't think he was married to her yet.
No, they was married already.
Really?
it don't even matter though, man. Like you selling this woman a hope and dream that on a level of you making her a fiance and sometime marry her, and you got her investing all of her time and energy in this big plan that you're trying to grow into a prototype so you can make millions of dollars. I think it's a gut punch to move like that as a man, regardless if you married or boyfriend. Just selling this woman a hope and dream, and I think a lot of men do that today, which kind
Well,
of
well, didn't he come through with his didn't he come through with his promise?
yeah, but you can't. But see,
He
there's the
gave
thing.
her back all the
You
money
make
that she spent on him throughout the
You
years for that to
you
work.
said if he said I'm working on this battery that's gonna make us millions one day, trust the process. He made good on his promise.
yeah,
She
but he made good on certain promises. It wasn't the promises across the board. It was he nitpicked the promises he wanted to make good on. Like obviously, he didn't make good on his promise of loyalty and infidelity.
well, if they because everybody in the chat saying they weren't married before, but if he said I never cheat on you again, and they get married after that, and he never cheats on her again, didn't he make good on his promise in the marriage?
Hold on.
Assumptions. You're making a lot of assumptions.
So
I don't think they were. I mean, she didn't say he cheated on her after they got married.
Even if he didn't, he used up all of her money, then turned around and married the woman that he cheated on her with, and
She
then
divorced.
gave her everything.
dude
She
was a
felt as
loser.
though
No
that was
matter
good for her.
how much you try to twist it, bro. Moving like that, you moving like a loser
All right,
completely.
let's try to steer it back in.
Yeah, let's try to bring it back. But I mean,
How was he a loser? I just want to know that. How was he a loser?
okay. So all of the women listening right now, y'all listening to what he's asking. He's asking how was he a loser by betraying this woman? What do y'all think?
Did he betray her?
Yeah,
How?
she confided in him for loyalty on a level of relationship where they was gonna be committed to each other and not go out and have sex with other people outside of the relationship.
And he went out and got married to her, and that didn't happen anymore. So how was he a loser?
No, but see, the thing is,
I first think he could have worked
see,
while he worked on his dream. He didn't
see what,
work.
see what you trying to do is say he didn't do it anymore. It don't work like that. Just because you don't do it anymore, that mean it wasn't. The damage
Afterwards,
was.
she didn't break up with him and say I never get with you again. He cheated on her. He got caught. They got married,
So if your woman cheat on you and you get caught,
and I married her.
and she says she ain't gonna do it no more, you gonna marry her?
But that's not me talking. I'm
No,
not.
I'm just flipping it. I'm just flipping it to see how you would
I
respond.
would not marry her. But if I make the decision to marry her, how then am I going to hold her accountable for some shit she did before the marriage?
Would you feel betrayed if your woman cheated on you?
No, not if I married her.
If she your girlfriend, even if she your
If I
girlfriend.
married her, if I married her, I cannot go on to feel betrayed by her. I married her.
What?
No, we didn't. We not listen. We talking about the betrayal part.
Okay, fair. She felt betrayed before the marriage, right? She felt betrayed.
Well,
Then
yeah, she felt betrayed because
wait.
she felt betrayed because he sold her a promise that he wasn't able to keep.
What was the promise?
He sold her a promise that he was going to be committed to her, and she was the only one
In what?
in the relationship, man.
Okay, he betrayed her, but then she married him. Now what?
Okay, yeah.
Now
Now
he just burnt her out with all the not working. The nigga didn't work. He sat there and kept telling her, "This gonna work. This gonna work. This gonna work." Taking all of her money, all of her money.
While she lost the house, she had to go to her
She
family.
lost the house that she was in. Her family lost her family
had to buy the house back, like,
because the family had to buy it back. They didn't want to deal with her because she refused to leave him because they was like, he's just using up your money.
But what he promised, did he not deliver?
No, he didn't. She was done with it by that time. She had ran up all of her money. He had to go to outsources to try to make that work for himself after she ran out of money. Okay, at that point, she was done with it. She divorced him. She was done. She was like, whatever.
At the bottom of a lake.
And next thing you know,
but I'm saying there's like ways to do things, right? So like if I had a dream and me and my husband were doing bad, I wouldn't expect my husband to go sell drugs and sell his soul just so to fund my dream. And I kind of feel like he put everything on Taraji to make the dream happen. Where she was supposed
that part. That's
not what a husband does.
Trust me, this is going to work. That was his promise. This battery is going to be the next greatest thing since sliced bread. We're going to be millionaires one day. He said that. That was his promise. I'm gonna make
nobody's arguing. Nobody's arguing you on that point, Sweeney. We agree with you.
I'm saying that he didn't deliver. How did he not?
Listen. We agree on the point where we agree on. No,
you said how is he a trash dude?
Because you keep saying, Sweeney, I'm gonna tell you how he didn't deliver. I'm gonna get you right where because you keep saying it. You say, well, he didn't deliver. He didn't because he said we are going to make millions from that. She didn't make millions from that because they ended up divorcing. He gave her money back that she spent for years.
$1 million on him.
She cut her a check though.
She spent a lot of money. She spent it all.
She spent $10 million. She spent. I think she even added it up. It was only like $1 million that she spent.
That's a lot of goddamn money.
Okay,
on somebody.
Even if I go off of your argument, he said we were gonna make millions. He still delivered because he came and did what for her? Gave her millions. He didn't even
gave her money back. She didn't make millions. She got the money that she made back. That ain't no fair trade. That's the fucking money that I just invested.
$10 million on him.
Okay? I ain't getting nothing back from that. He didn't save no promise because I'm not married to you, so I'm not making the thousands. I'm sitting there and getting back what I invested in you, and you gonna pay me my money back? No, I want my money back with interest, like a loan shark.
No, but she
give him $10 million.
But she quit. She quit during the progress, so she can't reap the benefit of the progress. Whenever she quit, she bowed out. She's supposed to be cooperative. She's supposed to allow her husband to use her. She's supposed to cooperate in a fashion where she become a helpmeet, a supportive asset to him in a relationship, in any fashion, in any aspect of his life, in any way she can. But I wasn't even referring to that. I agree with you on that, Sweeney. The thing that I didn't agree with it was the infidelity part in the issue. I think if you're going to be married to a woman, if you're going to make promises on any level, then you need to start showing that in your actions, whether it's emotionally, financially, your production, physically, sexually, all of it. I mean, you're going to go sleep with another woman, you got a chance of getting her pregnant, catching something, and then bringing that back to the household, then what?
Well, that's fair, but you got to understand that the promise was made after, like he made the promise after.
Well, you focusing on one promise, on one aspect, and that was the investment in the prototype.
What I'm saying is you're ignoring the fact that after he did cheat on her, most normal people would not stay with the person that cheated on them. She decided to marry him. He promised her one thing. He promised her a few things. One of which was the battery is going to be the thing that makes our family rich. He delivered on that. He never cheated on her. That wasn't her claim. She didn't say,
listen, I think we saying the same thing. We just picking two promises that wasn't, one was kept and one was broken, and we only acknowledge. That's why I acknowledge the promise of the prototype. But I'm just saying that ain't the only thing that a woman was. The woman in this situation, that wasn't the only thing that she was counting on between him and her in the relationship. She was counting on many other things that he didn't deliver on.
But is that what he promised? Did he promise?
Yes, you sold it.
I'm going to deliver.
Just because we don't verbally say that, hey, like I promise X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, don't mean that our actions aren't communicating. Your actions communicate something. You got to understand how women receive, how they receive things. Our actions can be communicating that, hey, look, I'm gonna be doing all these things, and this is what I'm gonna deliver on. But then I promise this. But that don't mean that you're not showing. Go ahead, because I don't want to keep talking.
Because you keep jumping over the fact that his promise to her was, I'm gonna make this battery work. That was his promise. That was his promise.
I acknowledge that. I thought I even went out. I'm the one who said that she cut.
Okay, Sweeney. You know, what is it that you're trying to get him to understand?
I'm trying to get him to understand why he keeps trying to bring up the cheating part. The cheating happened before the marriage. She forgave him, decided to marry him. So he was no longer infidelity in the marriage. He didn't commit infidelity in the marriage. The thing that he promised her was this battery is going to work. Every time she blew a gasket about something that he did, he kept saying, I'm going to make this battery work. Just trust me. I'm going to make the battery work. That was his whole entire life goal. It was his life's work. I'm going to make this battery work. He delivered. She just didn't stay in long enough to see and matter of fact, she didn't stay in long enough to reap the benefits of it. And he still came in and gave her $10 million. She didn't give him $10 million. He gave her $10 million.
I acknowledge that. I acknowledge everything that played up after the point that they said I do at the altar and forward. I'm with you on that. Me personally, you know, the way I see things, I look at everything collectively as a whole. I've been with my wife for 12 years. We only been married for a little bit under 10 years. But everything that happened before our marriage counts. It plays on it. There's memories. There's stuff. Some of the stuff can be traumatic and shape how you behave in a relationship moving forward, especially when it comes to trust issues. And if she cheated or if I've cheated when we were just girlfriend and boyfriend, and I happen to go work on a business project with another female, there are going to be some concerns that might rise in her that was traumatic from an experience that we had before we was married. Yeah, I haven't cheated during marriage, but if I cheated before that, you got to understand how that could also play on that. But I'm not saying, I'm not disagreeing you or debunking anything. I'm with you on that, but I'm just saying that I think he was a loser. Personally, in my opinion, I think he was a loser for just cheating in the beginning.